Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about prevention and deterrence and Pence and a message that I received talking about, long sentences and that I am misreading why Republicans want to deploy them so often. RE, long prison sentences. It's about deterrence. And that means it's about prevention. When Republicans advocate for harsh sentences, it's because we know it's the only way to send a message to stop. It's not about kicking down, as you say. It's always about prevention. Okay, so let's just assume this is true for a second. Then you would have to want a harsh sentence for Trump. Because regardless of whatever charges might be brought, whatever the outcome may be, what is known by all reporting at this point, and kind of by his own words, is that a whole bunch of information that was damaging to the United States was not where it was supposed to be, left unsecured, and shared. This is information that could cost people their life. Certainly, you would want to deter that, right? You would want to prevent that, since it's always about prevention. So you would have to want that. But here's the thing, it's not about prevention, and I can show it. Okay, so recently, Pence, who is a Republican, even if you view him as in name only or whatever, he's a Republican. And he was talking about how his get tough on crime approach, because it's about perception. It's about wanting to appear tough. It's about punishment, not prevention. He was saying that he thinks that those involved in mass incidents, those who are responsible, well, they should get the ultimate penalty. Okay, and I'm going to be honest, on some level, I'm kind of like, yeah, okay. But it goes to the idea of it's always about prevention. He was asked, a lot of people who are mass shooters, they go in with the intention to die. So how would the threat of execution be a deterrent? Okay, at this point, deer in the headlights. It was so bad, I could swear that I heard Jeopardy music. And this is what he finally came up with. I follow these stories as closely as you do, of course. In our years in the White House, we saw one tragedy after another. And I know we see evidence oftentimes in the aftermath that they went in without regard to whether they would survive. But I just believe in the deterrent of law. I believe, perhaps if we made it clear, think about this, the Parkland shooter is going to spend the rest of his life in jail in Florida. That's not justice. Okay. This is a clear example of a time when it is definitely not about prevention. The people responsible for these acts, they don't care. It doesn't send a message to stop. If anything, it says, if you fail, we'll help you out. It's not about that. It's about casting that tough guy image, about punishment, not prevention, not deterrence, not rehabilitation, nothing like that. That's not what it's about. But if you truly believe that harsh sentences are the way to send that message, then you should want a really harsh one for Trump. Not just because of the severity of the alleged crime, but because he's at the top, right? He held the most powerful office in the United States. And if you want to send a message, if you want deterrence, if you want prevention, if you show that if he'll go down for it, that means everybody knows that it'll apply to them, right? If that's really what it's about. But it's not. There's a reason the sentencing disparities are the way they are in this country. It has nothing to do with sending a message to stop. It's about punishing people that you have successfully othered in most cases. You would never find yourself in that situation. I would point out, if I'm not mistaken, Trump himself actually kind of ramped up the sentencing on some of the things related to this. He himself advocated for the ultimate penalty for people who do what he's accused of. But I guess now it's different because it's not some other. It's part of your in-group. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.